So today, we're going to take a look at a sixth grade lesson plan that does something pretty unusual. It goes way beyond just grammar and spelling. It's designed to teach writing as an act of purpose, of reflection, and maybe even as a testimony. Let's break down how it works. Think about any project you've ever worked on. It's often that final 10%, right? The polishing, the reflecting, the moment you step back and understand why you even made it in the first place. That's what can make something truly stick. And that's exactly what this lesson plan hones in on. So our source material for this is a lesson plan for a sixth grade English class. It's all about the final stage of a writing assignment. And the materials come from a curriculum series called the HeroesMart Academy Godly Learner Series. And this specific lesson is titled Write It Right, Writing for Impact and Clarity. Now the lesson starts out pretty much exactly how you'd expect. Step 1. You take your final edited draft and you create a nice clean copy. You can handwrite it or type it up. Step 2 is a fun, optional little flourish. Add a small illustration or maybe a border that kind of fits the story's mood. Pretty standard stuff so far. Okay, and this is the pivot. This is where it gets really interesting. Once the physical thing, the story, is done, the whole lesson shifts gears. It moves completely away from the mechanics of writing and turns inward, asking the student to really think about the whole process. So the reflection kicks off by asking students to think about their strengths. What came easily to you? And this isn't just, a simple confidence booster. It's actually a way for them to recognize what they're good at and to find some real joy in the creative process. And then, of course, it asks about the struggle. What was the hardest part? And maybe even more importantly, how did you figure it out? This really encourages them to think about their own thinking process and helps build that problem-solving muscle. And here, the focus kind of zooms out. It moves from the writer's own personal experience to the story's impact on other people. It's asking the student to really nail down the core message they're trying to send out into the world. And this is where the lesson really lays its cards on the table. This question makes the whole purpose totally explicit. It directly connects this practical skill of writing to a much larger faith-based mission. It reframes writing not just as, a way to express yourself, but as a tool you can use to serve. This idea is then baked right into the lesson with something called a writing blessing. Students are prompted to actually read this prayer, which is meant to set a clear intention for their work, that it should be honest, uplifting, and ultimately good for others. It's a moment of really deliberate dedication. From there, the lesson moves into a fluency exercise. This is basically a short passage that students read out loud to practice their pacing and their confidence. But check out the content of the passage itself. It's not just some random paragraph. It's a piece that reinforces the entire theme of the lesson about writing with purpose to create something that actually lasts. And the goals of this exercise are, well, they're pretty unique. This slide shows that it's not just about speed or accuracy. The students are actually assessed on whether they read it like a celebration, if their tone sounds confident, and if they seem to be reflecting on the spiritual impact of writing. And to give this whole concept some historical weight, the lesson throws in this little fun fact. It connects that writing blessing we just saw to the biblical practice of the Apostle Paul, who often ended his letters with blessings. So it frames the very end of a piece of writing as a potential act of worship. The whole philosophy of this lesson is really boiled down into this one key phrase that the worksheet calls a truth to remember. This one sentence changes everything about the assignment. It's not just a task you finished, it's a testimony. A statement of what you believe, what you've experienced, and what you hold to be true. So this unique mix of practical writing skills, deep personal reflection, and spiritual purpose, it doesn't happen by accident. It all comes from a very specific educational philosophy, which the source material actually lays out for us pretty clearly. According to the curriculum's introduction, it's all built on this core belief. It sets up a contrast between two ideas. On one side, the idea that education without a moral framework can actually be harmful, and on the other, the idea that an education that's integrated with biblical morality can lead to peace of mind, and it even cites the book of Romans. So this is the principle that guides the whole lesson. So what we've seen here is how a pretty simple writing lesson can be completely transformed by the philosophy that's running underneath it. By shifting the focus from just the how to the why, this lesson turns a finished task into a personal testimony. And it kind of leaves us with a bigger question to think about. At what point does any lesson become more than just an assignment?